We are at the Kentron here, where we are examining the expansion of some of the current roads in the existing housing scheme from La Jalousie to Tuschen. Now, the reason we are looking at this is twofold. First of all, as you're aware, we are continuing the four-lane road from Crane, from Schoonard, from Crane to Porica. Very soon, works will commence on the road. The bridges works will have already commenced on the bridges. Now, whilst this road is going to connect a new four-lane into Porica, we have massive traffic bottleneck now from La Jalousie to Tuschen. Heavy traffic that is causing 2 to 3 hours of delay every single day. So we are now going into the existing housing scheme. If you look at this map here, you will see the West Demerara public road, and you will see where we are proposing to connect Tuschen. Here is Tuschen, and if you see the drone image, you will see from where we are here now, with the connection from Tuschen, we have to cross 2 canals here and get on the existing roads that we're building in the housing scheme in the Kentron, which will widen and take all the way to La Jalousie. We will have to create not some areas for new structures, bridges. How many bridges? 36 bridges. Some of it which is already there, just need to be upgraded. So we are hoping that in 6 to 8 months we can bring relief for the traffic coming from La Jalousie all the way to Tuschen. If you look at the map here, you will see the yellow is where the existing West Demerara public road is now. This is the Tuschen connection here, and you will see the proposed alignment, which is in red. And if you see the proposed alignment, it was carefully selected to cut through the center of most of the villages. And of course, in all of these areas, we have expanded housing scheme going further into the third and fourth depth of the backland. So this road will go all the way and connect into
Or the first exit point is at Metamens.
the first exit, of course, is at Metamensar, but it will go all the way to La Jalousie.
Yes.
So if you go
This is the overall map.
to the last map here, you will see section 1 is Tuschen to Metamensar. Then we have section B is Metamensar to Storeville. Section C is Storeville to Cornelia Ida. And section D is Cornelia Ida to Rumzek.
This is the whole.
Many people would know that there's an old railway embankment from Rumzek coming all the way to Hague, and then into CI, and then it changes course coming all the way to Metamensar. You know, the old Versailles train line is still there. So we're going to go on that existing alignment, which is now an all-weather road.
Yes.
And we're going to expand that.
Just got it.
And what we want to do here is to create at least 2 lanes all the way from Tuschen to Rumzek. And in those 2 lanes, we want to move a lot of the light traffic, that is cars, vans, SUVs, and these vehicles, and keep the trucks and the minibuses on the old highway also. So that is the plan. If you look at the drone image, and for persons who may not understand, there are some images that will show you the type of traffic build-up. The commander is here. Commander, come. So commander, you can tell them about the traffic challenge between is Rumzek and Tuschen mostly,
Yes,
right?
sir. Because of the traffic conversion both from the east and the west was built up. Before we had the old bridge, there was a delay in the traffic. But now, because of the new bridge, the traffic is traveling a bit faster, so we have the conversion causing a delay on the West Coast now. From La Jealousy all the way to Tuschen.
Tuschen. And the delay is sometimes 2 hours.
2 hours, and especially on weekends when persons are going about the business, it actually is more.
Right, so the new alignment is what is going to help here.
Yes, sir.
Right, and the new alignment is also going to, as I said, intersect all of the new housing communities at the center. So that new alignment would also ease the traffic coming onto the main highway. It will also aid road safety. It will also aid, as I said, efficiency, create greater productivity, and help families to move safer and more efficiently in the transport infrastructure area. Anything y'all want to add? Intercab?
Just it helps with other utilities also, GTL.
Right, and this alignment, of course, will help the other utilities to have their transmission move so that they can expand the distribution network. That is GPL, the GWI, and also, of course, the telecoms companies. All right? So we are here, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is a perfect understanding as to how the road link is being built out. So if we look here, you will see this goes to the center of Metimeanzar, and it goes all the way to Tuschen, ahead of us there. Now we are at this point. If you notice this connection here that we're standing on, this goes to the existing highway, and if you see here, this road goes back all the way to connect to the new 4-lane highway. And right through on both sides of this road, we have housing being developed. So this is one of what we call interconnectors, a major interconnector. So what we'll be doing to ease this traffic is that, as you've seen from the footage, we have some roads already there that will need widening, and then we have some at this stage. Now we normally have the road at this stage until we get about 65% to 75% occupancy. Then we come in with the final pavement of the road. So in this instance, because of this piece of infrastructure we want to build, we're going to use this alignment, because this is an alignment also that will connect the new highway to the old highway here at Metimeanzar. So Colin, you and Vanessa can talk about some of the housing development from Wales coming all the way back to Tuschen.
Sure. Actually, Mr. President, you were just talking about traffic, and let's speak about the last 4 years at least here in Region 3, from Wales all the way here to West Coast. We have over 11,000 new allocations that were done, and about 90% of those persons are now seeing their house lots. And so this is where too the necessity for other access roads and highways are pretty important. And so in Region 3 here, for example, while we've done 11,000 house lots, we've opened up over 17 new areas. We also have currently already in the work program on the west coast of Demerara, another at Lenora. If you just use Lenora for example, we have over 1,200 lots that will be opening up as a result of the infrastructure work to be awarded shortly. So even you have complaints now about the level of traffic on the west coast. Think about what is going to be happening with those persons accessing their new areas, as well as our continuing housing program. I want to commend His Excellency here because if you understand what's happening here, we can mirror that what took place at East Bank of Demerara. When we got back into government in 2020, the very first thing His Excellency undertook was to continue the plan that he had left off as Minister of Housing. And so we started with the interlink that started at Eccles, somewhere in the vicinity where you know as the Windsor Junction, that took you all the way to 6th to 7th Street Diamond. And I'm not talking about the highway came after, the Heroes Highway came after, and that was the first interlink. And look at that now, even now you have full occupancy along that access road. And so similarly, this is necessary for what is happening here now on the West Coast, in addition to the highway to come for the Porica alignment.
And all of these areas where we have the old railway embankment, the high dams, we kept for this very purpose, to have the main arteries for the community developed and expanded. So this is advancing some of the work, and that is responding to this enormous need right now between Ramsek, well, La Jalousie, but Ramsek, all the way to Tuschen. Vanessa?
Yes, Mr. President. So it's really great that we have this discussion and giving the public a chance to see what is being done with regard to improving the road networks. You know, as Minister Kroll spoke about the housing development, connected with that is the importance of people being able to access the hospitals and other facilities in a more prompt and efficient manner, getting their children to school, etc. In concert with the development of the housing will also be the development of truck parking lots, so that persons who are involved in developmental activity and have all of these big heavy trucks will be able to park them in areas that are off the road, so that the integrity of the road and the shoulders are maintained, and so that this also takes into consideration the safety of the commuters along the way. So, Mr. President, I'm grateful that you're really taking this initiative in a very comprehensive manner, and all of these issues are taken on board as we develop our country.
Well, you know, we're working here as a team. The Ministry of Housing has been doing an enormous job, as you know. But Colin and Vanessa just spoke about the housing. You have, maybe we're forecasting about 20,000 new homes will be built in the next 4 years in Region 3. That is aside from the industrial development that will take place in Wales. That is a whole new ecosystem that will be built around those two power plants, the data center, the fertilizer plant, the gas bottling plant, all of that. That will be a whole new ecosystem. And of course, all of that will be interconnected here. And already, we are taking the Del Conte Road all the way to, we are now deep into the Bonasica area, going all the way down. So the infrastructure plan is beginning to not only take shape, but to show its connectivity and its broadness. So I just wanted the people in West Demerara to know that we understand the difficulty now between Ramsek and Tuschen, and we are now going into the implementation phase, because as you can see, from last October to now, we have had a team completing the design, the route alignment. They have completed the design now, and we are now moving towards having the entire area now assessed for implementation. All right? And the scope is already completed. We know exactly which bridge needs to be upgraded, which bridge needs to be widened. So it is just now moving to the public procurement phase and having works commence. All right? So this is a perfect understanding as to how the road link is being built up. So if we look here, you'll see this goes to the center of Metivinsar, and it goes all the way to Tuschen, ahead of us there. Now we are at this point. If you notice this connection here that we're standing on, this goes to the existing highway, and if you see here, this road goes back all the way to connect to the new 4-lane highway. And right through on both sides of this road, we have housing being developed. So this is one of what we call the interconnectors, a major interconnector. So what we'll be doing to ease this traffic is that, as you've seen from the footage, we have some roads already there that will need widening. And then we have some at this stage. Now we normally have the road at this stage until we get about 65%, 65 to 75% occupancy. So all this land you're seeing, this land you're seeing here, that's the IFLOT estate. A lot of these lands now will be acquired for housing development. Much of it has already been acquired. for housing development. So it's a good shot to take from there, what you see there today, all of that will be housing development. And if you see here, this is
So the master plan in front of all
the plan
Porica.
where all of the roads from Porica, all the interconnection, everything is interconnected. All right? So this is the plan showing all of the interconnection between the old road, the new road, and the new roadway. So this here, where we're standing, those who know old guys who put arms, if you look there, it's called the high bridge. That's the coker that controls the irrigation water. This is the high bridge. This is the high dam. Right? Normally the high bridge is where those high dams are. So the road will continue here from Shoreville all the way to CI. And as you can see, we already have these roads as a crush-run surface. So we're going to use construction method, including the fabric, upgrade it to take off some, as we said, this is for car, vans, minibuses, taxis, SUVs. So this road is going to be upgraded to take off that volume of traffic off of the main road. If you look at where you see the houses all the way to the front, that's where the old highway is. And in Shoreville, we'll have an interconnection there. We'll have an interconnection at Zeeland, one at Metamansard, and Tuschen. Then, of course, Lenore is already connected. CI is already connected. Anna Catherine is already connected. Hague will have to be connected via a bridge. And then Windsor Forest and Rumzek will be connected. So this, again, shows you, give you an idea as to the road that will be upgraded. So you can see some of the road is already asphaltic, some at crush run stage, some will need complete construction. This is a bridge, for example. These are a lot of how the bridges are. So we're going to upgrade the approaches to some of these bridges, make it safer and everything, and then take it from here. So this is just to give the commuters and residents of West Coast an idea as to, I know the traffic is a major challenge for them, as I said, from Zek all the way here. But Colin, all of this land will be in your hand. Well, it's already in your hands now for housing development. All right. And if you open the big macro alignment is the new 4-lane.
This is new 4-lane from Schooner to Porica.
So here is a new 4-lane
Sales.
This is from Versailles all the way to Porica. And all of these are interlinked at a different connection from the river coming all the way to the new highway. And then of course you have interconnection coming all the way back here. So from here now is another bypass we're working on from Lenora coming all the way to the gas to shore project. That is because we're opening up new industrial manufacturing land and 30,000. How much house lots we're opening here? 30,000 house lots in Wales. So this lead here. Now, all of this land here, as you can see, this is lands that is protected. This is the Water Conservancy. So you have the East Demrar Water Conservancy here across the bridge, and here is the West Demrar Water Conservancy. So we're leaving major buffers along this conservancy. But in this wetland area, it's not only about protection, it's about the ecotourism potential that can be developed with the infrastructure that we are also building in. As you can see here, this land gives you a beautiful macro view. We're going to turn it this way. So you see the connection going all the way to Porica. All right, then coming here, connecting all the way to Wales. This going back all the way to the airport, to Mary, on the east bank side, and here is Silica City. So you see the interconnection, the proximity of the new city. You have Georgetown, you have the Enmore here. So you see the development block, the interconnection. So this is Enmore, just position yourself here. This is Enmore on the east coast. All right, you have Silica City here across the conservancy. Silica City connected to the new highway, going all the way to the airport. And then of course, connected all the way to Wales. And this road is going to continue to go to the Sand Hill roads, which will come back and connect it to the Del Conte road and connect it going into Bartica. So this is the macro plan. If you look at the macro plan as to how the whole infrastructure is being built out and the interconnection between the transport infrastructure. So when we talk about urban planning and transport infrastructure, these are the things that we're talking about. All right, thank you.